Hello viewers, today we're going to be testing and reformatting some hard drives. I get a good number of computers that come into my possession at no cost, just with the stipulation that the hard drives get erased. And so I've compiled quite a few of the drives that need to be erased. A lot of these are going to be repurposed. None of them are going to be leaving my possession unless they don't work. So we're not going to go crazy with debanning and everything. We're just going to do a quick format and get the stuff off there that was on there. None of these need to be recovered. I have recovered the few that were wanted to be recovered, so now these all just need to get erased, and then they're either going to be reused in the house somewhere here or set aside as backups, because a lot of these are IDE, and while I don't have a lot of use cases for these actively that I use on a day-to-day basis, I have a ton of old machines that use IDE drives, and they're getting kind of on the verge of extinct. So I always hold on to those whenever I can, because when the supply runs out, then the supply runs out. So we got a couple of ones here. This one is the Seagate or the Ocean Fence brand. I wouldn't be surprised if that one doesn't work. That one is the 40 gigabytes. This is a Mac store. And this is the 60 gigabytes. This one is the 1 terabyte, and this one is 700 RPMs. So, and it's also SATA, SATA. So this one could be pretty useful still. I'm not sure I want to put a 10-year-old drive in the server, but this could certainly be used at an endpoint machine. This one is labeled 388. I suspect this at some point had the contents of the computer from 1988. It's the only thing I can guess for that one. This is another Ocean Fence, 7200 RPM, and it is the 160 gigabytes, and this is also SATA. So this could work for an endpoint machine, although I don't really like Seagate or Ocean Fence. I find them to be pretty unreliable. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if that one doesn't work either. And then we have some laptop drives. This one is a mystery. This one is the Hitachi. I'm not a big fan of that one either. And this one is the 5400 RPM, and it is the 100 gigabytes. That's kind of strange. That's not really useful to me. It's an IDE. I mean, it's a SATA. 5400 is pretty slow. Most of the machines that are old enough that I would use the 5400 in are going to be IDE. So I'll format this one. Maybe I'll put it into enclosure and use it as an external. And the last one here is a Toshiba drive. This is from the 2012, made in the Philippines. This probably still works. These were okay drives. This one is the 500 gigabytes, and it does not seem to say what the speed was or still is. Anyway, so let's get going here. I have this contraption still out. Hopefully we have some better results with it this time. So let's start off with the Ocean Fence drives, because these are going to cause the problems if we have any. I don't think these are really going to make any interesting noises, but just in case they do, I will relocate the camera closer to the drive. It sounds like something just fell. I don't think it was down here, so I'm not concerned about it. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Okay. That's why I was connecting it wrong. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not plugged in anyways. Oh no, it is plugged in. Let's unplug it. And I'm plugging this in wrong again. And here we go, live. Nah, that one's pretty quiet. Well, it's making a little bit of read and write noises. This one has some files on it, but we're not gonna bother with that. I'll just try to copy one so we can hear what it sounds like as it reads. This mouse is being all wonky again. I don't know what's going on with this computer. I'm not sure if it's a touchscreen issue or a mouse issue. I may have to install Windows on it just to see if the behavior continues, because this is not useful if it's going to be all clicking like that. Alright, so this drive does have the bad sector. One singular bad sector. Otherwise it's okay. But see how the mouse is moving around? And I'm not messing with the computer. But it's clicking on stuff. It seemed to be okay for a while, so I'm not sure what's going on now. But anyways, so let's do this. We're going to delete this partition. And we're going to delete that partition as well if it'll let me. And then we're going to do a new and today's just do say, oh, come on, this is awful. 1/2021. Okay, so this drive is ready to go. Just open the web browser. Turn that off. Okay, on to the next drive. And I think I'm gonna have to do something about that computer. So, oh, now it seems okay. Anyways, alright, so this one is good to go. Put that in the box. Let's move on to the next ocean vents. This one is IDE. You know, this computer is really irritating me now. What? Stop moving the cursor. Because it's clicking on stuff and I don't know if the mouse button is sticking or why it's doing that. Yeah, it's just moving randomly all over the screen. I wonder if it's just because there's no no touchscreen driver for this, or whatever. Input method. Let's turn the touchscreen off and see. Oh, that's for the keyboard. Cheese, come on. This is ridiculous. Now it's even scrolling too. How do you turn the touchscreen off in this? You know what? Here, turn the touchpad off. Let's see if that solves it. Nope, that didn't solve it. So it's going to be an issue with the screen. Look at that freak show. It's just opening and closing. Oh, jeez. Alright, so now I got to figure out how to turn the touchscreen off. I don't know how to do that on here. Jeez. Ooh, there's the calibrate button. Let's see if we calibrate it. Of course, it may not be working correctly. Let's see if we can turn it. Maybe change the sensitivity a little bit. No, it's still being crazy. And it won't calibrate correctly either. Okay, so something is very wrong here. Now, this is all over the place. Isn't causing interference. I may have to get a different computer because this is not able to be used like this. Look, it just keeps changing. This stinking... Let's just turn it off. Come on. Just turn it off before it does something terrible. Could click on something on the internet or whatever, who knows? What I'm going to have to do is put a Windows install onto here just to see if it's a driver's issue, because if it's a hardware issue then we'll have to deal with that, but if it's a software issue, I know there's a driver for Windows 7 for the screen, so that would tell me if it's not working because of that, or if there's a hardware problem. Now the cursor hasn't moved yet, so up there it goes, it's moving again. That's crazy. Well, let's see if we can get through this video with it like this, and we're gonna have to do something else because this is not a viable long-term solution. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if it clicks on something and screws up, you know, the drive or something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm tired of this. Why can't computers just work? Alright, put this near this hard drive. This video is rapidly turning into a freak show. Okay, we'll turn this drive on. Now the furnace is running, so it's going to be hard to hear it, but I'll plug it in anyways. Now we got the click of death here. That's it. Okay. So this one, classic ocean fence. This one we're going to have to physically destroy, I guess, because there's no. I'm not going to keep this around if it doesn't work. It's of no use to me, and I can't just toss this into the recycling with somebody's information onto it. So I'll make note of that. It's got the click. I'll have to deal with that in another video. Okay, moving on. Now we have a Maxtor drive. This one is the 60 gigabytes. That kind of stinks that Seagate drive doesn't work, because that was one of the IDE ones too. Oh well. Alright, here we go. We're going to plug this one in. See if I can get into it with this stupid computer. Format, deleted, 1/20/21. Okay. Okay, the format's complete on that one. So we'll go ahead and turn this one off. Put this back onto the tripods. Okay, next we have another Maxtor ID drive. So mad about this computer not working. I spent like 15 minutes on this. Actually, the setup of this computer was the video that broke the light, because I had turned the light off to see if it would pick up the screen better. Oh, and here is that stupid light. Anyways, if it wasn't for this daggone computer, the studio light wouldn't have broken. So now I broke the studio light, and I spent about 20 something minutes getting this set up, and it doesn't even work. It's getting worse by the moment. Alright, I'm going to plug this drive in now. This is the Maxtor 60 gigabytes. This one kind of has a neat sound to it. It's still not that loud though. Log me out. Okay, this drive does not appear to be working. I wonder if this is going to be a case like with the other one, where it won't read on this external thing. Alright, I'll have to get that other computer back on, and I'll try another computer. So we're going to leave a note on this one, doesn't read externally. Set that one aside for another day. Okay, here's the last of the 3.5s. This is the Hitachi 7200 RPM. What was it? Terabytes? Was this one? Yeah, this one's a terabyte, and this one's a SATA. Okay, here we go, powering on. pretty quiet. This has a recovery partition in it. I wonder what kind of computer this came out of. Looks like an HP computer of some kind. It's got stinking Windows 10 on it. Ooh, Windows 10. And it has the one bad sector as well. Alright, so we're going to delete. It's got 5 partitions in it. We're going to delete. Delete. Okay, I'll turn this drive off. That's good for that one. Okay, now let's do the mystery drive, which is not sounding too good. I hope it works, because these are, just like I said with the desktop ones, these are getting hard to find, and I have use cases for these. Yeah, I don't have much of a use for these, because you might as well just put a solid state in there if it's SATA. Okay, somebody who doesn't know how to use ID has plugged this in at some point because the pins are all bent. But the pin's on the left. They're just ever so slightly out of line, but that will be enough to make it not plug in correctly. Yeah, I'm also using the wrong side. Okay, this is working. Looks like a typical Windows install on here. Don't know what that is. Open that by itself. Okay, let's delete that partition. And we'll add a new one. Edit. This computer is infuriating. Edit. I didn't want it called edit. Smack this daggone computer. Deleted 2021. Stupid computer. Okay, turn that off. Oh, did it say what brand this was? Let's check. It's a Toshiba. drive. No, that's the one that's in there. Oh man, what happened? It was working. Oh jeez, why doesn't it show up now? Probably because this stupid computer clicked it out or something. There it goes. It says 60 gigabytes, generic, unbranded hard drive. Okay. We'll never know what the brand is. Okay, next we have a Toshiba hard drive. This is from the 2012. This is the 500 gigabytes. Hello, do you work? I don't hear it. Oh, duh, the power cord's not plugged in. I'm so distraught of this computer clicking all over the place I can't even concentrate. It only goes together 2 ways, but for some reason it takes me 3 attempts to get it to go together. Oh. Okay, this drive is now running. Okay, I don't know what that is. Got it there. This is a 500 gigabytes Toshiba. It's okay. There's one sector that is the bad. This inherently was an Apple computer. So we're going to delete all that out of there. Okay, great. Turn this off. Now we have just one drive remaining. This is the Hitachi 5400 RPM hard drive. And this one is really of no use to me. Maybe I'll put it in an enclosure. This is supposedly 100 gigabytes. It's very noisy. Okay, so that's it for this drive. We'll turn that drive off. Okay, and let's just try this one more time in case I did something wrong, because I'm having a functioning problem right now because of this stupid clicking computer. And I must have done something wrong because now it's working just fine. Okay, turn this drive off. So that's good. I'll remove the notation that it doesn't read because that's no longer accurate. Okay, so put this back. I'm glad that does work because that's another good working IDE. Is there two Maxter at the same drive center? Yeah, I guess there is. That's kind of odd. Not from the same date though. Alright, so that's good. So we got two good desktop IDEs. This one, this one, that's a good desktop SATA. And then we have one good working laptop IDE, and two, kind of not very useful, laptop SATAs. Alright, so that's good. That's all taken care of. These are ready to go in the box of useful drives. And then what's left is we're going to have to deal with this one. So I will open this up on another video so that we can see what the click of death looks like, and then we'll damage it.